What is going on, guys? My name is British Plays and welcome to another video. Just gonna have to stop it for one little bit of a second just so I can do this, because I don't want people in-game to have to listen to me ramble. And that was my phone I just dropped, which is never a good thing. So let's get on with this. So for the viewer in the stream, thank you very much for joining, and welcome to my discussion time stream that I've had planned for a while, and it's mainly to do with the channel I run here. I'll start off with talking about why I did the channel. I started this channel when I got my PS4 about 2 years ago, and the reason I started this channel
on your right,
because I got the PS4 is because I now knew with the PS4 I had the capability of doing videos. And before, when I was a lot younger and I had a YouTube channel before, my videos were just filmed on my phone. And as a content creator, unless you're vlogging, you shouldn't really be using your phone to do videos. So when I got the PS4, I came to the realization, hey, I can actually make good quality looking gaming videos now without having to use my phone. Because we all know that phone cameras aren't the best. I am personally an Android person. I will never ever touch an iPhone unless one is bought for me, then I'll use it, but unless that, never ever gonna touch an iPhone. And I will admit, the Android camera is absolutely fucking terrible for filming. Absolutely fucking terrible. I recently went to Autosport International up in Birmingham on Friday, just gone, and we had all access ticket to go see the live Autosport show, where they bring out all the cars and shit like that. And yeah, I thought, hey, maybe I should film a little bit so I can show people, show friends, and all that bit. One, I remembered most of my friends are now my college mates. The only other friends that aren't college mates would probably be my mate Connor, Ben, Lewis, Matt, Callum, and that's pretty much about it. And then the rest of my mates are really college mates. That's just how it is. But yeah, so I stupidly recorded it because I forgot that I can't really send it to anyone. But I thought it'd be a keepsake, so that way I could look back at it and go, hey, I remember that, that was an amazing, absolute day. Which it was, by the way. If you ever have the opportunity to go to an Autosport show, the Autosport International, fucking go. Go. I don't care. Whatever you do on that day, cancel it, cancel your weekend, and go. Because, man, I would have gone for the whole weekend if I knew it was a weekend thing.
Giant drills.
And if I had a way to get up there.
Giant drills.
Oh man, what a day that was. It was a short day because you're having so much fun, time flies by, but it was just an amazing day. And honestly, I don't know what I would have done, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Now that I've been, I kind of want to go back consistently, but I know I can't go every year. But yeah, if you get the opportunity, look it up on YouTube, there's videos, type in Autosport International Autosport Show 2018. There's a guy that I'm actually subscribed to, so if I make my subscription, I think my subscription list is open, so go look through there. I'll have to find out who it is. I'll put them in the link in this description once the video's gone up. And yeah, so I thought I'd do that. And yeah, so this is just a general discussion about the channel, what my life's going through, and shit like that, to be honest. I don't know where else. Where's the next appropriate place to start? I guess I could talk about where this channel's heading. This channel will be ending. This channel will be ending by November this year. And when I say it's ending, I mean there's not going to be as much content uploaded as normally is. I know I upload like once every so often, but I mean I'm talking there's not going to be anything for 3 months, no, nearly 5 months straight. There is perfectly legitimate reasons for it. If you would like to know, I can go into it. Sure. Fuck, am I supposed to do? I am going away this year. I am going away to do my phase 1 training in the British Army, so that's always going to be fun for me. And that is why there is going to be a lack of content, and why I think I might just shut down this channel in general for the time being. Because there's no point of keeping something open that isn't being provided with content, or just isn't, you know, active.
And the
So
only way to
that's
reach
the
it is
genuine
down
reason
past those
I am
giant
hoping
pointy
to
drill bits.
put in my application form for the military,
Good.
Royal Military Police, do phase 1 up in Purbright, or I could do it, I think I could do it at my local ATC, but considering when it's closing, I don't think so, because my local ATC is closing within the next 2 years, which I know you may be going, oh, but phase 1's only 3 months, 2 years, that's not too bad. I understand that, but I'm not personally sure whether they would put me up here or not, so it would really be down to them. So yeah, that is what will be happening to the channel. There is going to be a very large lack of content coming towards it, because I'm simply not going to be here to make content, and I'm not going to be here to, you know, come across funny moments, have laughs and shit like that. What I might do is I might do a massive, like, thank you video with some of my best peers, and like say a massive thank you to all my mates and shit like that, and been part of this channel, because I know I've been the one that's like made the videos and like uploaded the videos themselves, but think of it this way, without my mates, none of this content would happen. I wouldn't have the funny moments, I wouldn't be able to do the montages. Without the mates I play with on PlayStation and are very close friends with, I personally, like, me and Ben, I personally think that we're close. I would hope that we are close, like, we can trust each other with shit and blah, and stuff like that. We get along. We get along. That's all you need in a friendship, is similarities, and just to be able to get along. That's what me and a lot of the guys have, is we have similarities, we play the same games, we play the games together, we all enjoy ourselves, and we get along with each other. And if we've pissed each other off, it's like we've genuinely pissed each other off, but we tend to calm down afterwards. We understand that, okay, we're just fucking about, so it shouldn't be taken too much to heart. For example, is we play sniper matches quite frequently, as you guys know, from upwards and shit, but we do play sniper matches quite frequently, and occasionally it can get a bit frustrating. That's as far as I go with that. I'll just say it can get frustrating. We can get a little bit worked up over each other, we do tend to like shout at the mic and shout at each other, but at the end of the day, we all know it's a piss take. We're doing private matches to have a bit of fun. Like, we're testing each other's skill. We're trying to see who's the better player. We are just genuinely trying to have a good time with each other whilst like somebody's downloading an update, something like that. That's what we'll do. Is we'll go into a private match if we're planning on playing a game, but say somebody's got to download the update for it. That'd be like one of the main reasons why we play private matches with each other, is because we're generally waiting for somebody to have to download something, so then we can go play a different game. And we're all okay with that. Like, we're absolutely fine with that. And if anything, I would say, like, it we kind of forget that we're playing private matches to wait on somebody, because we get so engrossed in it that we forget, because we're having so much fun, we forget why we actually start playing private matches. And say if somebody was doing an update, they'd forget that they're doing the update, it would install, and we would still continue with the private matches, because we are genuinely having that much fun, and we do genuinely forget what we're planning on doing in the first place. But yeah, so what I will do is I will try and make a little like best of channel montage, a final farewell to the channel, and that's a thank you video maybe, and just a way to end this channel, because I don't want it to end. Like, I would love to be able to bring my PS4 with me and still be able to keep in contact with close mates and still play games with each other. That's what friends do nowadays. They play games together. We come together as friends, we play games, we beat levels, we defeat bosses, we race against each other, we do all sorts together now as a community, and even mates from now on. But unfortunately, they don't allow any form of real technology. You're allowed your phone, that's pretty much about it. I know at some places they actually take it away, and you're only allowed it like once every month. So you're only allowed it for like a week you're allowed it for 1 week every month ad free of phase 1. So yeah, oh, I have messages, I do apologise. I haven't received the notifications for the messages coming up, so I will have to, once I've done this stride and we get back into orbit, I will take a quick peek.
Getting up from that. Zavala, we're good.
Alright. Come on, give me a blue paradox. You fuck. Ah, oh, give me fertilized bloom. Oh.
Dog into.
I do apologise. Comments. Lewis, thank you very much for joining, and Virals, thank you very much for joining. Hope you do enjoy the stream. But yeah, as I was saying, I will, now that I say it out loud, I think it would probably be the best thing for me to do when this channel comes to an end. I'm not one of those people that would hand a channel over so that they can be partially successful. It's not something I will do, it's not something I would ever do. So, yeah, right, I need to find a piece of paper because I had some stuff written down to do this, so I'm going to go do that. I will be back in just a second. I do apologise, it's very unprofessional. Don't be like me, kids. I swear. Please forgive. Please, Papa Senpai. Right. So I have down here a small list of the things I was going to talk about. So, channel progress. Tick. So we've discussed the channel's progress and where it's going to go. Again, unfortunately, it is going to come to an end. I have to end it. If I am to go away this year, as I'm planning on, I can't really keep the channel up. I can't really vlog it about the army. I will admit, there are YouTubers out there who have served for the British Army and they've come out for whatever reason they've had to come out. Maybe it's family issues, maybe it's discharge, who knows. So, I want to talk about myself and where I'm at the moment. The beginning of the beginning of 2018 for me was okay. It was okay. I've come to the realization that my life it's fine, but I know there could be some improvement to some of my choices I've made throughout my life. I do apologise. There are some choices that I'm not the proudest of. It's the same for 2017. My 2017 was... So in 2017 I was still in school up until GCSEs, which meant the end of school for me. Now, the months from June 21st up until today, this very day, this very minute, of this very hour, of this second, of this very week, it's been challenging. I will say it that I will state it that way. It's been challenging. Gotta love the list. No, Isaac. Can you spell my name right, for fuck's sake? It's ISAAC. God damn it, you're as bad as fucking teachers. That is one fucking pet peeve I have, is when people don't know how to spell my fucking... Garden's World or True Possibilities. True Possibilities. Please. Be nice to me. I don't want to do a Garden World. I don't like that strike. It's a piece of shit. Please.
Hey team, copies of the Cabal
thank fuck.
Inside the Infinite Forest, locked in a combat loop.
As I was stating,
possibly armed with world-breaking Vex
those months, those days, those weeks, those hours, those minutes, those seconds, they've been challenging. I started college on September 11th, Thursday, and no, I've been enjoying college. I've made some great mates. One of them is a bit psychotic, and when I say psychotic, I mean he's got no filter. He literally just says whatever the fuck comes to his head. And for some people, it can lead to great humour. But no, he's a really dark person. Like, I can't really describe it. I don't know. All you need to know is that he doesn't have a filter and he'll say whatever the fuck comes to his head.
Like reality trying to decide on a version.
But no, I've got some amazing college mates. I've really got along with them. There is one prick in our class that really we don't like. for the simple fact is that he doesn't shut up. He involves himself in conversations that neither require him or are about him, or he should be a part of, which really bugs people. It especially bugs me as well. If you're talking to someone and then suddenly somebody in the background starts joining in or tries to make themselves a part of it, I will simply say to your face, fuck right off, because that bugs the shit out of me when people try and be a part of something they're not. Like, okay, if it's one of your mates in, like, say you're with your group of mates and you're talking to somebody and then one of your mates does it, that's fine. But if it's somebody that you either dislike or have a hatred for God knows what reason, like my brother does it all the time. I'm talking to my mates on PlayStation, he'll start talking about the same thing that we're discussing in the party, but I will tell him to fuck off because 1, he's being really annoying about it, 2, my mates don't want to hear it, and 3, he has no like real context behind why this conversation started. So he doesn't really have an accurate opinion.
The Vanguard would disagree.
It just bugs me. It really does. It is a pet peeve. Again. But yeah, so come September, I started college. Still in college to this day, haven't dropped out yet. And I don't plan on to. I'm doing really well. So far I've been the highest in the class for both exams. Okay, when I say I'm top of the class for 2 exams, the second one we've done so far, I was top of the class. The first one, I was second top of the class, but, like, the guy that was top of the class is the guy that I said just a moment ago we didn't like because he's an absolute prick. And we have reason to believe that he just fucking guessed it all. Like, we would genuinely, like, have a good go, reading the questions, making sure we understood it. He's just obviously gone click, 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 click. Okay, I'm done. Bye. I'm not doing this. He's not liked. He's so far behind on work, but yeah, he can pass exams easily. So we've all come together as a class and we've all decided, yeah, look, you are top of the class. I'm not top of the class for the work. Oh, fuck no, I don't give a fuck. I'll do the work, I'll pass it, I'll make sure I pass it, but I'm not gonna, like, try and 100% it. No point. As much as I do try my best, of course. I'm not saying that I fucking, like, skip it, or I on purposely miss it. No, I try my best with everything, but some of the stuff I don't understand. I'm not the only one. A lot of us do struggle. We do sometimes ask our tutor for help, which is absolutely fine, because that's what he's here to do. He's here to help us. He's here to help us understand. So my health-wise, we are going to come back a little bit. We are going to come back as we're going to come back to June 21st. The reason I say this specific day is, 1, it was the day of my final exam. It was I can't remember what my final exam was. I think it was either resist. No, I think it was a maths exam. Yeah, my last exam was a maths exam, if I recall correctly. But there's also another reason for that. I had a very close friend of mine. She was very close to me. We always talked. We talked. We got along well. We had a few bits of common interest. I would actually, like, I was genuinely interested in what she did. She does American football. She does sports for college, and if she does happen to come across this video, I'm not sure she does, although, because she doesn't know my channel, I'm aware, which is a good thing. Like, but if she does, then I hope all the best, because genuinely, like, even after all what's happened, which I'll go briefly on, I'm not going to go
That chasm
too
in front of us
personal
looked
into it,
uninviting,
because
so I
it would
simulated
be
a
fair on
scour
her.
for
I had the same
But I hope
idea.
she's doing well.
You
I
said it
genuinely
first.
do. A lot of you are probably watching this now, probably very confused, like, if you're wishing her the best, why don't you just tell her that yourself? The reason for this is because, and this links in with the dates, that very specific day that I've been saying. Leading up to that day, I was having questions for myself to do with how I felt about her. I was questioning myself in the fact of, do I actually like her? Like, do we have any interest that we could connect over? How close are we? Would it ruin what we already have? What would her reaction be? What would she actually say to me?
He's caught in a window of time, trying to steal the map before we can get it.
It was just ordinary questions that somebody asks themselves when they're thinking about, like, you know, somebody that they're into. They ask themselves the same questions. Are they interested in me? Would they ever be interested in me? Can I get them to maybe be interested in me? Maybe I could talk to them about it. Should I talk to them about it? Should I just tell them how I feel? Should I hide it away from them just to keep them safe? It's just genuine questions like that. And all I'm gonna say now is, don't do what I did. Just don't do what I did. So, from June 21st, for the dates leading up to that, from probably about March, I would say, I had feelings for her. I still do to this day, but we're getting a bit sidetracked here. So yeah, the days leading up to June 21st, I had feelings for her, still do. But on June 21st, I came to the realization of I am seriously in love with her. I would love to actually be a part of her life a bit more than just a friend. Now, that's fine. I told her, we met up a couple times throughout the summer, and yeah, we met up, we talked about it, and we came to the conclusion. She phrased it like this: I'm going to flip a mental coin. The coin is a representative of my brain. Either way, it's something I'm basically going to be thinking. I'll think about it. And she said, I'm going to put my brain like a coin.
So,
two sides. Each side has a different outcome. Tails was, as she said, Tails was, she's scared about it. She's a bit nervous about it as well, but she'd give it a go. She'd give the whole give me a chance thing, see how it goes, see how she feels about it. And then Heads was, she's not really interested, but she knows she'll be upset because she didn't give me the opportunity she wants me to have. So, in other words, one way she'd be happy about it, but a little bit scared because she's not sure that's what she wants. But she'd also be a little bit upset with me if she didn't, because she knew that she might, you know, actually get along as in a relationship. So she said, just give me some time, I'll come up with a verdict whenever. And like about 3 to 4 weeks later, so about a month later, I asked, has the coin, I said it as like a joking way, like, has the coin been flipped? And she said to me, I would rather meet up and discuss it. And I said, yeah, that's fine, that's absolutely fine, completely agreeable, completely understand why you prefer to do it in person. It's not really something you should really be texting, it's not something I would personally text over. I would rather talk to the person, obviously, in person. So we met up. We went into a local town, and we chilled out for a bit. We went to the park, we went and got some food, and then we just chilled out for a bit. It got to the point where it got dark, and in the summer, obviously, it doesn't get dark till about I would say 9ish. Like that kind of time. But yeah, the time when we enjoyed ourselves, and she did the right thing. She came out and she told me what I was wanting to hear. It wasn't the answer I wanted to hear, but it was an answer nonetheless. As in, I wanted to hear an answer, but it wasn't the answer I wanted the person to hear. So, but I will give her where credit's due. She answered me in the end. So, you know, that's what I asked for. It's just a genuine answer. And she answered me. She answered my question and what I wanted to say to her. And I'm glad she
Why
did.
do you keep asking
Because
that?
it put
I was
me
the active ghost
in a
last
place
time.
where
Now it's you.
I now know,
I'd never
okay,
asked that. Perhaps
not gonna
I swear
happen.
you did.
You know,
there's something
try and
strange
move
about
on.
this forest.
Unfortunately, yeah, obviously you can already tell, wasn't the answer I wanted, but, you know, oh well. Things happen, move on. Unfortunately, my brain had other thoughts. I couldn't move on. I was still in love with her, still am to this day. It's evident my brain just can't move on. But once that thought got into my head, I was like, right, I'll give her space, but obviously I still want to be friends with her, I still want to be up with her, you know, stuff like that. I spoke to friends about it. They agreed that maybe that, you know, she should give chances. And, you know, I'm not a bad bloke. I try not to be. People don't see the good side of me unless they're super close with me. Unless they are super close with me, or I know that I can trust them with anything, you won't see specific sides of me. And that's how it will always be. Unless you're super close, you won't see certain sides of me. And sometimes those sides of me are the better sides of me, and which I would prefer to be able to have as me, like, every day, but it's just not how that works, I'm afraid. But yeah, so I stayed friends with her, and she was a little upset with herself that she didn't give me the chance, which, if you can't remember, was the side that she was upset. She was not ready for, but she was upset because obviously she didn't get the chance to. Like, she never got to experience the better side of me. Like, she didn't get to experience that specific side of me, the good side. And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not giving you the chance, I'm so sorry, blah 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 blah." And I came to accept it. Yeah, no. And I came to accept it, like, you know,
Failed safe has been compromised.
you weren't ready for it, you weren't
touchdown on
willing
Nessus,
to
and
give
they
it a go.
raided the secondary crash
It's fair
site
enough,
for
some
the
people
Exodus
aren't.
block.
It's like
She
a
is
fear.
powerful ally and our foothold.
If some people lead you to try and conquer your fear, but sometimes you're just not willing to do it, and you're willing to just live with that for the rest of your life. It's fair enough. But then fast forward like another month, maybe. It was heading. This next set of events happened late September, early November. I saw a post through my Instagram feed, and it was her covering her face, like, giggling. I was like, "Oh, what's happened here?" So I read the bio type description thing at the bottom of, like, Instagram posts, like there normally is, and I quote it: "When you're fangirling over your love," and that hit deep. That hit really, really deep for me. Oh, that's always nice. That Percy hit really deep for me, and So I gave it a little bit of time. I gave it like a day or two, and then I started talking to her about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, this guy. I have her. College, you know, American football, same team, blah 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 blah. Really connected." I was like, "Yeah, that's fair enough." At this point, I was still in that mindset of I would really like to be with this girl. She means the absolute world to me. I can't get her out of my mind. She's constantly on my mind, be it at work, college, home. I did actually have an old Instagram post of that. I'll try and find it. I've actually got like credible sources for this. You know, my old Instagram. By the way, if you do hear me eating, that's because I got some chocolate digestives and I've got myself a bottle of Coke while I was looking for my list, because I have stashes. So if I go to Instagram and I go to Isaac Joshua Kimber, which is my old Instagram, by the way. Do not follow Isaac_Joshua_Kimber. That is my old account. Looks like I'm gonna have to log in. Hold on. If I go log in with Facebook, that should just be the easiest one to do. No, that's still not done what I need to do. Add account.
This is a priority rescue mission. Designated ID Operation Caliban.
4 hours ago,
And there
I
we go, I'm
sent
into
several
my old
fire
account.
teams to investigate a hive ritual deep in the arcology. Something severed our comms. They've gone completely dark.
Bring them home.
Oops. I have a lot of messages. Sorry, I should probably back out. Let's find these old posts. Here we go. This was one back in the 15th of October. So it was at these months that my mental health state got like proceedingly worse to the point where it wasn't good. I will go into a little bit more of that in a bit. But this was a post that I posted on the 15th of October of 2017. This was when my head was not in a good place because all I could think was her. And I'm quoting this directly off the post. This is photographic evidence that no matter where I am, be it college, work, home, or out running. I do run, by the way. I go out in the evenings and the mornings and go run around my block a couple times. You are always on my mind and always will be. You mean so much to me, and you know that, but yet I still can't call you mine, and I'll never get to know what it's like to love you. I do then have a few other ones. This was on the 28th of October, so literally nearly 2 weeks after, and I posted a like Tumblr postcard type thing saying, "It hurts so much not to have you by my side, not to be around you, not to be with you. You're the pain that I won't give up. Because, and the reason I posted this is because on my ways to college in the mornings and coming home from college, I have 2-hour bus journeys. Now, it's fairly quiet on the buses, not many people get on, especially in the mornings. I'm literally the only person on the bus with the driver at the time when I'm going to college in the mornings. Like when I'm going into town, when I'm going to Fareham, and then when I'm going to Eastleigh, I'm the only person. So I get a lot of thinking time, because I'll just put my music on and I will just go think for a bit. Now, sometimes that's alright, sometimes it's not. It's not always the best of things to have, it's just pure utter silence in your head. But for me, I personally didn't mind it. It wasn't that bad. I'm going to read the description of this post. Life at the moment isn't the best it could be. I only have a small handful of friends I keep in touch with now, which I hate, not going to lie. I miss talking to all my friends, be them from school, cadets or other places. I miss you all. Now to the point of the post. For the past 5 months I've liked someone, and they know I have, and they were kind enough to let me down easy. But I haven't given up, nor will I give up. The time we spent together is the best times of my life. I'm being honest when I say the pain I go through has and is affecting my mentally and physically. Throughout these past months, and although the changes I'm making may not be okay with you, and you disapprove, it's what I'm doing. I'm not happy with myself, and clearly so. I've decided to do something about it. I love you so much, but some days I question the pain I go through. Is it worth it? I always tell myself the same thing. It's not worth it, but I'll always go through it, just so one day I could call you mine. And
remain vigilant, Guardian.
I've posted a couple posts like that. There's actually, yeah, I will discuss about this Instagram post. It got so bad for me personally to the point where I stopped talking to her. I snapped. I had so much anger built up in me because of just, there's many reasons behind the anger, but it got to a point where I did snap at her, and I'll admit, I'm not proud of it. You should never be proud of snapping at one of your closest friends, somebody that you find very dear to your heart. Never be
Guardian.
proud of that. I don't, if it's bad, but the background music is helping. But yeah, I snapped, and I just turned around and told her, I can't keep doing this to myself. I think the best thing for me to do would be to just go,
the world's changing,
stop
Guardian.
talking
You
to
must
you,
prepare and adapt.
just see if I can try and pick myself back up and actually like recover from what I'm going through, because she understood completely. She knows. And yeah, so we stopped talking for a fair bit. And when we stopped talking for a fair bit, it ended up hurting her more than I wanted it to. One of our old schoolmates decided to get in touch with me and say, look, she's feeling pretty shit about this, mate. She just wants to make sure that you're okay. This was like 1 or 2 weeks after not talking, and I genuinely just turned around to him and told him what was the issue, and he said, "That's fine. If she's not into you, she's not into you, dude. Just accept it." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." But it does take time to not accept that when you feel as strongly as I do towards someone. Because when I say that I'm genuinely in love with her, I mean I'm genuinely in love with her. She's constantly on the mind. I would love to spend as much time with her. I would even dedicate myself to even get to know what she does in the American football. I would do anything for her. Like, I would spend money for her. She doesn't like that, by the way. So one thing she doesn't like is people spending money on her, but she can suffer. And yeah, so that went on. And where was I going with this? So yeah, he got in touch with me and just saying, "Could you give her a quick?" I said, "I'll give her a quick message just to ease her, just so she wouldn't be as bad as she is." I went, yeah, that's fine, I'll go talk to her, blah, 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 blah. So I spoke to her, and we came to the conclusion of she was telling me how she felt about it, and she said she felt really bad, and I said, didn't really have to feel bad about it. It was not your fault. It's genuinely not your fault, so try not to worry yourself about it. And, you know, for somebody who needs friends, and Percy prefers friends to be closer than what some friends can be, she was a little upset about it. She was a little upset, but, you know, she told me how she felt, and when she did tell me how I felt, I genuinely felt really shit. And when she told me what's happened, I felt even fucking worse, to be honest. I felt genuinely fucking worse about what I've caused this person to go through. And we both came to the conclusion that we are just not going to talk for a bit. And we didn't talk for a while. We didn't talk up until December, come Christmas time, and the reason we didn't was just so that I could take the time away just to go, hey, look, just give me a little bit of time to try and collect myself, mentally sort myself out, and we can see where it comes from there. And yeah, now fast forward to the 28th of November, she decided to message me again. She decided to text me, and I wanted to know what... This went from sad to dark sad. It's a discussion, mate. I'm just saying how it's gone. But yeah, so she messaged me again. I think I still got the texts. Yep, so here we go. She thought I had blocked her on everything. She was trying to get in contact with me about something. She thought I had blocked her on everything. I didn't. I just removed her from everything. I just unfriended her, unfollowed her and shit. Now the reason I unfollowed her is because, on Instagram specifically, is because she was constantly putting posts of her and her boyfriend and shit like that, and obviously that's not good for mental state, kind of crap like that. So I unfriended her so I could then go and just live my life in peace. And she messaged me saying, Isaac, ? And I said, all this time you could have just messaged me, blah 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 blah. She was worried that I wouldn't be able to her again. I wouldn't at that point in time. I was okay, my anger was fairly under control. So yeah. She was just messaging me saying, oh yeah, I'm just worried about you, make sure you're safe, blah blah blah. She was like a mum. She was just like, make sure you're in before this time, blah blah blah, make sure you're safe. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, so that happened. And then that's when we came to another conclusion that we're just going to go back to not talking. I just need that time away. But she said that if I ever needed her for anything, that she was there for me. She was willing to pick up the phone for me and just come to my aid whenever I needed it. And I said, yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much for the offer. I know that it stands. So come the 21st of December. So in between these gaps, by the way, no communication was had. Come the 21st of December, which was a Thursday, I had arrived home from college because it was a half day. It was the last day of the school term. Come that day, I received a knock at my door. Now, this knock at my door, I wasn't expecting a knock at the door. I was busy playing the PlayStation. My brother happened to hear it. He was home as well. And I did hear my name. My friend Alfie and her, I will refer to her as her, was downstairs, and I heard my friend say, "Is Isaac home?" And my brother just shouted up the stairs, "Isaac, your mates are at the door for you." And blah 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 blah. My mate gave me a pink beanie as a piss take Christmas present. Still have the pink beanie. I may or may not do a small video after this of just some of the referencing posts, so I can say this was the post I was talking about from the Instagram, this was the pink beanie, blah 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 blah. And yeah, so he gave me a pink beanie, and it turns out she was at the door as well, which I was not expecting in the slightest. And she was genuinely scared. She was hiding behind my mate. She was genuinely scared to be at my door. And honestly, I felt kind of shit about that. The fact that somebody that I find so close to my heart was scared to even be at my door. And I could tell she was scared, but she wouldn't talk to me, she wouldn't look at me, she was just stood behind my friend who gave me the pink beanie. Wouldn't acknowledge me, wouldn't talk to me, nothing. She just stood behind him. If you've ever been in love with someone and you know that somehow you cause fear into them, but yet you're still in love with them, that makes you feel fucking worse, mate. That makes you feel so shit about yourself and the way you act. If anything, it really puts you in your place. Because, mate, it's not me in my fucking place. I felt really shit. But then we were talking, I invited them in to come say hello to the dogs, because literally any person from school or any mates that come up, they'll always be introduced to the dogs. Always introduce them to the dogs.
It's subtly shifting.
But she started talking to me,
trying to decide on a version at once.
and we were talking to each other, and I said, I know what's happened between us, and
I don't like it.
obviously you know that I am her, of course. And she came to that understanding, she said, yeah, I understand that, and I am sorry for what I've done, blah blah blah.
I've alerted the
and
unit to halt observation
we
and keep
started
clear of the
talking
forest.
again.
Your fire team is free to do its job. Good
What
luck.
happened is that the friend had to go home. He was absolutely knackered. He's been up the previous nights. So he went, yeah, that's fine. That's respectable. You need to go get some sleep. And she had a couple hours to go because she was going to meet her boyfriend at about 9 o'clock to go to his house for the evening. So I said, I'll come out with you. I'll come keep care of you until, you know, the time comes. We'll go hang out in town for a bit, and then when the time comes, I can go home, you can go to your friends. Happy days. So we went and did that. We chilled out in town for a bit. Side note, I actually got in trouble that night. I said to my mum, I'll be back about 7,
Looks like the
And
Vex are trying to reestablish
as I
control
said
of the
that,
forest.
my phone died, but I didn't realise it because I clicked the lock screen button at the same time, so I thought I'd just lock my screen. And it came to about 7, and I went to go text my mom saying I'm going to be out a little bit later. My phone had died, and I had no way of contacting my mom or anything to let them know that, like, look, I'm staying out for a bit longer. So I thought nothing of that. I just put my phone back in my pocket, just went, right, that's fine. They know I'm responsible. There wouldn't be anything. I got a lot of shit for that. I got a lot of shit. But yeah, we hung out for a while. Her friend was there, Liam, absolute G. And yeah, it was a good evening. Like, we reconnected, and stuff like that. It was a good evening by the end of the night, other than getting absolutely completely bollocked by my parents because, oh, where are you? Bullshit reasons. I'm 17, I can look after my fucking self. But yeah, after that, Christmas went well, blah 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 blah. And I'll remind you at this point, my head was still fucked. When I say my head was fucked, I mean, I got to the point where I genuinely, like, didn't feel right in the head. I was constantly depressed. I just didn't feel happy at all. Just wasn't happy. I would put on a fake smile for my parents just so that they would shut up and not think anything of it. And yeah, so fake smiles were applied. Joyous times for me. So yeah, that's how my mental health was in the period of months that this had been going on for. Still, to this day, my head's completely fucked. I'm not the same as what I used to be. I used to be a nice, happy chap. Now I'm a depressed little fucking dweeb that, oh fuck. Cool. But yeah, my head's just fucked. Like, I'm not who I used to be. Before all this, I was a happy man. I was a happy man. You know, nothing in life got me down really, unless it was super sad news. I was enjoying myself. I enjoyed life. But since June 21st, and the understanding of, oh hey look, you ain't getting a chance with this girl. Give the fuck up. Depression started kicking in, shit like that. So yeah, and then so Christmas came about, Boxing Day, we spoke for a little bit, wished each other a Merry Christmas, hope you slept well, blah 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 blah. Christmas Day we showed each other what we got. Boxing Day we didn't really talk much because Boxing Day is really for family. We didn't speak much. Christmas Day we were just wishing each other a Merry Christmas and all that lot, and hope they had a good day, and blah 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 blah. So once that had all been done, I just lived life normally, took my antidepressants, blah 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 blah, shit like that. Normal routine, wake up in the morning, make my bed, tidy up the bedroom, blah 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 blah. Then came another evening where me and her just were talking to each other, enjoying each other's company type deal. At this point, I still had a lot of anger in me. And when I say a lot of anger, I mean I have a lot of anger in me. And we were talking, I can't remember what we were talking about. I think it was with my friend, but I once again snapped. The anger that was within inside, it got out. And unfortunately, it got out towards the right person. I remember her messaging me before I removed her on everything again was, so we're going back to not talking to each other. That was directly to one of my accounts. And yeah, that's how that happened. And since this day, on the 17th of January, we haven't spoken since. Still haven't, and hopefully we won't. I don't hope that we won't speak, I just hope that the next time that we do speak, I'm haven't. But
While you were fighting, I was thinking
Yeah.
of a way over that ramp.
come
so I simulated your
the
sparrow. It's good to go.
how many days ago was it? About a week ago. It was the 10th, which was a week ago. Now that I think about it. I decided to reinstall an app. It's one of those anonymous text apps. And I thought, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Relink it, see if anybody's left any messages over Christmas, blah blah blah. And that way I can get those type of messages again. Blah, see what people think of me, blah blah blah. Do all that kind of thing, because it's a good app. It's funny to see what people leave. Some people leave weird shit, some people leave funny shit, some people leave good shit, some people leave bad shit. It depends on the person
These
and
Cabal
how you've
must
been
have a
towards
leader.
them.
You're
So,
headed straight for him.
did that,
He's caught in a window of time,
and
trying
I
to
thought,
steal the
right,
map before we can get
let's
it.
see if anybody's
He'll
left
fail
anything.
every time, but he doesn't know that.
I had one new
Sounds
message,
horrible.
The future where he
and
succeeds
it was from
is
her.
much worse.
And I knew it was from her because of the content of the message. And it was actually sent the same day that we stopped talking. Because evidently she knew that I didn't want to talk to her anymore. So she thought that would be the best way to get her final message across, and I will find that final message for you because I have it saved. That's the one message I have saved of hers. And here it is. The message reads as follows. I get the feeling we're never really going to be friends again, and that hurts because I really damn miss you. Why don't I believe that in the slightest? Nobody misses me. You don't miss me, but you've got a fucking great life. You've got so many things in your life to occupy you, just so you can just straight up forget about me, so guess what? Forget about me. What I told you still stands even if it's years from now, but I think you're done with my shit and that's fair. I will tell you this now, if you're watching this video, I'm not done with your shit. I'm not done with your shit. I will always go through shit for you. I always fucking will. I'm just done with how I'm coping with it, because I'm not coping well with it. I don't cope well with it. That's all. I'm not done with you. I'm always going to want to be your friend, I'm always going to want to talk to you, but I feel this, the way that we are communicating, which is nothing, I feel is the best way for me to be able to get freedom from the thought of constant pain, I would say. Because that's what it is, it's constant pain. I would...
So, where's this Valis?
Some days I would just want to scream at the top of my fucking lungs. Some days I would just want to put music on full blast so nobody can fucking hear me cry. I would just want to curl up and fucking cry, put some music on it, make sure it's loud enough so nobody would fucking hear me. Because I generally felt that shit.
The Vex just turned up their security measures.
And
to flush
I
us
still
out of
feel
here.
that. I don't talk to many people about it, so this could really be considered like a confession video as well. It's a bit of a shitty confession video, but it's a confession video nonetheless. But yeah. That's just how I feel. And to answer the question, after receiving that message, did you message her back saying this? And I didn't. I keep true to my word. If I'm going to talk to somebody, I'm going to talk to somebody. If I'm going to try and keep away from somebody for a specific reason, I will try and keep away from them for that specific reason. I know that makes me seem like a shitty person. Think of me how you
It's
do,
hard not to admire the
but
artistry.
at the end of the
It's
day,
really
I'm just
not.
looking out for myself so I can then look out for others. If I'm not in a good mindset, then I'm not in a good mindset to look out for others. If I can't even look after myself, God knows how I'm going to look after friends and family. That's how I look at it. If I'm not mentally capable of looking after myself and looking after the way that I feel and how I act and shit like that, then I can't really look after myself. So in conclusion, my life got fucked. My life was fucked up because I let feelings get the best of me. And do I regret it? Sure, I regret it. I regret letting feelings get the best of me. That'd be awesome. I genuinely wish, like, I didn't go through the shit I put myself through. Because it is generally shit that I've put myself through. And I would love to be able to go back to my old self and go back to the time where me and her were just friends, you know, we'd meet up, we'd hang out, and that would be it, nothing more of it, but I can't go back to that way.
Does anyone else feel like we've done this before?
I'm only able
Why do you keep asking that?
to be one
I
way,
was
and
the
that
active
is
ghost last
the only
time.
way that
Now
I
it's you.
can be is the one
I'd
that
never
loves her.
asked that.
So,
Huh.
sorry,
I swear
but
you did.
that's how I am at the moment.
There's something strange about this
Which
forest.
I don't like. I don't like being this way at all. Not in the fucking slightest. Hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it with passion. But I guess that's just how I am at the moment. I don't like it. I hope that eventually soon that I can get past it, but until then, I ain't got a fucking chance. So that's the talk about myself. I am depressed. I constantly feel like shit. I constantly just want to scream. I have a lot of anger built up inside of me, but yet I'm still in love with the same person. And at the rate this year's going, it's gonna be an entire year of still loving the same person. A lot of people here now are probably going to comment, oh, but she's got a boyfriend, just learn to move the fuck on. It's not that easy for some people. It's genuinely difficult for some people. Red Toxic, thank you very much for joining. But it's not easy for some people. For me, I find it extremely difficult. She is constantly on my mind, and there's not a day that goes by me without me thinking of her. Even when we're not talking, I think of the times that we have had and the times that we didn't spend me fucking snapping at her. I felt like shit when that happened. I felt like shit. But she was understanding about it. She understood that at that time I was upset and that I wouldn't say she said she was the cause, but she understood that there was an issue. It is. It's bloody hard to try and forget somebody, and I have told her when we did talk, before I left, I'd said, just try and enjoy life without me, and that's genuinely how I would treat anybody. Sorry, I had to not allowing that person to join, not now. But yeah, that's just how it is. So, yeah. So that's myself. I'm constantly depressed, I'm constantly angry, I feel like shit all the time now. Yay, enjoying life! Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I enjoy life so
Hello,
much.
Guardian. Welcome.
I enjoy life to the fullest. No, I try and enjoy life where I can. For example, last Friday was a fucking phenomenal day. It was an absolute cracker of a day. I got to go karting, I got to see some amazing fucking cars. And yeah, I genuinely enjoyed myself. But yeah, that's the summary of myself. So yeah, that's been my life recently. That's my life. Some people are gonna say that's pretty shitty, but welcome to life. Right, so we can now tick that off. I have no idea how long I've been streaming for, because it doesn't tell you. I'm gonna try and find out. Let's see if it's that way. Been streaming for an hour and 14 minutes. It's the only way I could get messages up. Right, so we are now going to go on to my top 10 games of 2017. Now I'm going to have to write these out ever so quickly, so I do apologise for that. What we'll do is we'll just go into that screen. So I'm going to have to write these out so I can then... because I didn't write these out for some reason. I must have got bored when writing this, because it's like a little mini script type deal. So I'm going to put... now these aren't specifically games that have come out in 2017. These are the games that I have played in 2017 and enjoyed the most. So what I'm going to do is, if you just allow me to give me a few minutes, so for those that are in the stream, you can go off, grab a drink, grab a biscuit, just do whatever, just allow me to do this. Right, so... right, the list is now complete. I'm just going to quickly take a drink because my throat is very parched for talking for about an hour and 15 minutes consistently. It does dry your throat, and I'm also going to have a biscuit, so I'm going to quickly mute myself. Just gonna check that we are back, and yes, we are. So, this is the top, not any of you guys, this isn't done through a vote or anything, this is my personal top 10 list. Number 1. Actually, no, we'll go from 10 to 1. We'll go from 10 to 1. So my least... I don't play a lot of games. These are literally like the 10 games that I do play. So I've listed these in the rating that I like them. Number 10 is Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. I am about to get a lot of shit from one person. Actually, no, maybe 2 people. But remember, this is my personal list. This is my rating. These guys absolutely probably love this game. They probably think it's the best game out there. Oh, I'll give them credit. It's a nice game. The reason I don't like this game that much is because I suck at it. And I'll admit that. I do suck at the game. I'm not very good at it. And I think for somebody to enjoy a game, it's got to be at a level where they're actually good at it, so they can enjoy it. Now, Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, for me, isn't fun. That's my personal opinion. My personal opinion is I don't find it fun. And that's fair enough. I don't find it fun. Some people do. It's fair enough. But for me to want to play a game more and more and more, it's got to be fun. It's got to be fun, there's got to be objective to it, there's got to be reasons for me to want to play it so much, and it's just got to be for me to be able to enjoy it. So that's why Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is number 10. Another little side note / point for it is that I'm glad to see that they're remastering old console games and bringing back childhood nostalgia for us. So, number 9 would be The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus DLC. I'm a huge Afterbirth player. I love The Binding of Isaac. Not because it's got my name in it. I hate people that say that. Oh, you only play that game because it's got your name in it. No, I enjoy the game because of the style of game it is. And, like, the amount of, like, content there is in that game. The amount of possibilities there is of, like, creating different characters and becoming powerful or doing certain challenges. There's so much to that game, and the reason Afterbirth Plus is here specifically is because that is the DLC that released in 2017 that brought people back to play it on console. More content was added within this DLC, so much more, and it made it a great reason to be able to come back to it and to be able to enjoy an amazing game once again. Number 8. I would put it higher on this list if it wasn't for its most recent update. And I'm talking about Terraria. Terraria? Either way. Me and my mates, we play this game all the time. We absolutely have a blast. It's a fantastic game. And I see how it succeeds so well. But the reason it's so low on this list is because of the most recent fucking update. They've brought console Terraria to the same update level at the same point of time as the new PC update. The controls are changed. There's a lot of glitches. They've added new content. I'll give them credit for that. I get a tick in the box for that. They've added a lot of new content, but there's just so many bugs in it that it makes it unenjoyable to play. It's the only reason that's down there. If that update had hot fixes and shit, like right now, if it was the same update just without the bugs, fuck me, it would probably be 3rd. It would take number 3's spot. By the way, number 3 is going to get me a lot of shit. So next we'll go on to number 7. Fortnite Battle Royale mode. This game is the pinnacle of consoles at the moment. It's doing better than PUBG. Now, a lot of people say it's a rip-off of PUBG. No, it's not. The style of mode is, where you have to loot shit and kill people and then get to the center circle and then win the game. But Fortnite is so much different. Its art style, its pace of matches, its diversity within, like, weaponry. You can build bases. PUBG doesn't allow you to do that. Only Fortnite does. So that's why Fortnite is better than PUBG. That's my proven guilty. I don't know where I was going with that. But Fortnite is an absolutely amazing game. I've had such a blast. A lot of my videos on YouTube on this account are Fortnite, and that's because I've had such a blast. But it's not my favourite because a lot of it, you should play Fortnite with your friends. Don't play solo. Never, ever, ever, ever play solo. And if you do play with squads, don't put your fucking Phil on. Make sure you're playing with all 4 people, or you turn Phil off. Because my friend accidentally left Phil on one time. It was just me, him, and another friend of ours, and he left Phil on. I was killed by the fucking random because I had a sniper and he wanted it, so he thought he'd kill me instead of ask me nicely, can I have your sniper? Because I was willing to give it to him if he wanted it. I'm willing to give anybody anything if they're wanting it, if I have it in a game already. Unless, if there's not a dropping or trading system, then obviously I can't give it to them. But if there's a drop system, trading system, then I'm willing to give it to them. For a compromisation, of course, but I'm still willing to give it to them. Or, if you're like Lewis here, I'm a perkaholic in the chat, who ends up killing you with fucking grenades! Yeah, you know what you fucking did. You know exactly what you fucking did. I love you, Lewis. Number 6. Doom. Again, it's not a 2017 game, but holy fuck if I had fun on it. This is not a lol moment. This is not a lol moment. You bastard. I've had so much fun on Doom recently. It's been... I can't describe it. I've had so much fun. The campaign is absolutely phenomenal. The graphics are outstanding. And the multiplayer is so fun. There's so many people still playing it. This game is God knows how many years old. I think it came out in 2014? 16? Don't know. It came out a while ago. It came out a couple of years ago. But there's still so many people playing it. And I love that. And the modes are fun. The fact that you can be just playing team deathmatch like normal, like you would in a COD game. And then suddenly you have demons on the fucking prowl. It's like, what the fuck? But yes, absolutely phenomenal. Highly rate it. The reason it's number 6 on my list is because of its VR port. No more need to be said about that if you already know about it. Number 5, Borderlands: The Handsome Collection. I love Borderlands. I absolutely love Borderlands. I know so much about it. I know story-wise, I know character backgrounds, I know weapon manufacturers, I know weapon parts, I know how to get certain loot. I know so much. I know about certain enemies, what they can drop, what they can't drop. Oh man, I'm obsessed with Borderlands. But the reason it's number 5 on my list is because I've recently been playing the pre-sequel, and for me personally, there's not enough content in the pre-sequel. They brought out one DLC a couple of years ago when the game came out back in 2014. They brought a DLC out in 2015, I think, and it's been God knows how many years since that. It's not enough. 2K Australia, I know it was a filling game as we curiously wait for Borderlands 3, which we're getting a lot of information about this year, and even potentially trailers, which I'm so hyped about. Borderlands 3 is going to be awesome. That's the only reason it's on number 5 is because there's not enough content in the latest one. Number 4, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but fuck you lot. I enjoy that game. I've always enjoyed Star Wars Battlefront games. I don't care what's happening in the background. Yes, they've got in trouble for gambling. What website doesn't, like, portray gambling? Like, it's a thing that happens. And I know there was that controversy about, like, it's going to cost you, like, £2,000 or 4,000 hours to unlock everything fully. Guess what? I'm willing to put in those hours. I enjoy the game that much that I will put in the hours. The amount of content that constantly comes out. Like, we've just had the Last Jedi DLC, we've had Rogue One DLC, we've just got a new map. Lewis, if you didn't already know, mate, that update that we've done recently was for a new map for the new mode. Iden, the one from the campaign, she's just got a starfighter for Starfighter Galactic. Is it the Galactic Assault? No, Galactic Assault. The ship one. She's just got a ship of her own now. How cool's that? They're still adding stuff. I know microtransactions got removed, but I wasn't personally gonna buy any microtransactions anyway, unless it was to do with DLC. Even though all the DLC is gonna be free. Like, I genuinely enjoy the game. And that's why it's number 4. It's just an enjoyable game of mine. Number 3 is the current game in the background, Destiny 2. I enjoy this game. Personal opinion, I enjoy this game. And I don't care what's going on about bugs and shit. I will still play this game. I purchased the game. I'm still gonna play it. I purchased it using the own money that I've earned from my fucking work. I'm gonna play it. Absolutely enjoy this game. I mean, these milestones, that's a cool little feature. It gives you objectives to do, it gives you shit to do. It makes sure that you're actually doing stuff. And I'm happy about that. So, for those that say, you know, it's a shit game, it's a shit game that's getting better. And they're trying to make it better. I know there's been... I'll let you know now, Destiny 3 is currently in development already. Destiny 3 is in development. You've still got so many years of this game. So, Destiny 3 better be a fucking good one, I'll tell you that. Number 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I still play this game to this day. Like I've said, we go into private matches, we play snipers, we have a laugh. Lewis in the chat here, he knows all about this, you know. Don't you, Lewis? We go into private matches on Black Ops 3. We'll always have a blast, we get some good content out of it, we get some good videos out of it. That's all you really need. And finally, number 1 on my personal list of the my top 10 games of 2017 leading into 2018 is Call of Duty World War II. Holy shit, where have you been all my life? It's World War II, it's boots on the ground, it's non-futuristic, it's got a supply drop system, and it's only cosmetic. It's what we've been asking for years, and the first DLC comes out the day before my birthday, because this time in like 3 weeks it's my birthday. That's a scary thought. That'd be this time in 2 weeks, holy shit. This time in 2 weeks, I turned 17, yay! I'm a big boy. But I don't have to say much about COD World War II, it speaks for itself, it's an absolutely fantastic fucking game. It's absolutely phenomenal. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for the top 10 games of 2017 going into 2018 in my personal list. Now, what else could I talk about? That's really it. That's all I've really got for my list. In next week, I turn 18. Yay! Alcohol, Lewis! Alcohol! No, happy birthday to you, bro. Whatever. Just get. I'm sure I'll get a fucking message. No, I don't have you on Facebook. I need to add you on Facebook so I can get the notification to make sure I actually do say happy birthday to you, you fat prick. I love you! But no, that's it that I've got in my list. That's it. So, let's just do a little recap. We've discussed a little bit of what's happening to the channel. To recap that, it's coming to an end. Purely and simply, the channel will be coming to an end as I do go off into the army this year. I'm not sure when I'll end it. Probably soon. Probably sooner to the time of my departure. But no, it's not for a while. It's not for a while. I've got a couple months. I've got 10 months, which is scary to think, because that'll probably go pretty quickly. So yeah, the channel's coming to an end. We've discussed a little bit about myself. It got really personal, in my opinion. I think I went a little bit overboard. I think it got a little bit too dark for some people as well, which is absolutely fine. But I thought I should talk about my mental state, my physical state, what's happened over the past few months, who and why's caused it. I'm not going to name them. I hope I haven't named them. I honestly can't remember. I just generally hope I haven't named them so people don't go and give her shit for it. I'll give you a little side note. On my phone, obviously, I've still got her contact just in case she does contact me, so I know that it is her that's contacted me, not just some telephone number, random bullshit thing. She is in my contacts known as Life Destroyer, in brackets, her name. And I don't know why I find that so funny. I genuinely don't know why I find that so funny. I just do. We've talked about a little bit about how I feel and stuff like that. And we've also discussed the top 10 games of 2017 going into 2018, which I'm so glad that we did, because it now people know now people know what I've been through and what I'm going through, and that maybe this may help people understand that people go through shit in their life and it's not always shit that they want to go through. So, you know, it's really dependent. No, that's my life. So I would like to say a massive thank you for joining me on this little discussion slash rant, and I hope it's the people that watch this come to realise the state that, you know, I'm in. It's not a fun state. I don't really want to be in this state. I wish I could be the happy person I could be, but life sucks, I guess. You know, doesn't always work out that way. So try and live on, I guess. And I will. I will always try and live on, but it's not always easy, is it? And if anybody ever does need anything, just, you know, hit me up. A lot of my social media is a bit easy and available to get at. So, you know, just get a chatting, I guess. So I'd like to say a massive thank you very much for listening. And I hope you've enjoyed a brief summary of 2017, how my life's been, and my favourite games. So this has been the British Elite Plays, signing off.